How to spot the next big crypto trend. What I'm talking about here are not about chasing pumping green candles, especially on the day of, because that's highly risky. I like to get into setups where it's lower risk, not foolproof, but it is lower risk because it usually indicates a reversal. Okay, in this case, we're going to be talking about VeChain, also taking into consideration, heavy consideration of what Bitcoin is doing, because that is still the driver of this crypto markets. If it starts dumping, that would not be good for the altcoins. Right now, I'm very bullish on Bitcoin. I am long on Bitcoin and quite a bit of altcoins across the board. But I think the day will come when the bull cycle ends and things are going to be start dumping, right? I have lived through 2021, right? And a lot of everything in between. So I'll tell you, just being realistic here, nothing goes up forever. So that's why it's also very important to be paying attention to Bitcoin. Now, what I'm going to be talking about here are going to be reversal patterns because those are lower risk patterns, setups. I personally like getting into, okay, of course, my opinions only, not financial advice. You should do your own due diligence, but right here on VeChain, I've talked about VeChain for quite a few sessions ago, okay? Weekly time frame. Falling wedge pattern. I think you guys should definitely get to know this pattern. It is a reversal pattern that's probably the most common. Okay, if you guys don't believe me, just ask Grok, which is a very helpful AI assistant on Twitter. Okay, or X. What is a falling wedge pattern? Okay, this will give you a very good way of learning technical analysis, right? And I've read through a lot of this and it sounds very accurate. And I like using Grok a lot more than ChatGPT or Google, just because I use Twitter quite a bit and I like just what I'm reading here so far, at least in terms of technical analysis. So you guys should definitely give it a try. And if you guys are on Twitter as well, you guys should follow me, as I do post on there as well. But what I'm seeing here is a falling wedge pattern, okay, for VeChain. This is and the price target for this pattern is about just right above 6 cents there. It broke out quite some time ago. These do take, I mean, depending on the time frame you're in, it could take quite a bit of time to play out. And this one has been taking a while, okay, because this is on the weekly time frame. Now, it broke out April, okay, price target about 6 cents. Price targets are estimates only. It could be more, it could be less. Very much depends on the markets, especially on Bitcoin. Uh, since it has broken out, it has actually come up to about 3.4 cents before getting rejected, forming a double bottom pattern. Last time we talked about VeChain, we were talking about if VeChain is going to continue plummeting. I said I very much don't think so, because of these reversal patterns that are in play, right? I usually like picking up positions near the bottom of some of these patterns, right? Because it's lower risk, right? It's not already at a very high place where it's likely to dump, right? Because when you think about it, even if you're on an uptrend and if you buy on a higher high, right, chances are you're still going to come back down to a higher low, which could still be not efficient, right? I'd rather buy at the higher low or equal low, right, and wait for the higher high. Now, weekly time frame here, double bottom. It's trying to get above some moving averages. Moving averages are also very important because when it's above the price action, it is resistance. When it's below the price action, it is support. And there's going to be moving averages to pay attention to across a lot of time frames. So get used to it if you guys want to get, if trading is what you want to do in the long run and just be your own trader, right? And not rely on someone else. Now, double bottom pattern, which is basically a sub pattern of this breakout here, it's going to be the price target is going to be about 5 cents. next key resistance for VeChain to get over in this time frame here will be about that 3 cents resistance. So this is basically what I'm looking at for VeChain, and this wraps up for this video. Thank you very much for watching. If you guys want to continue seeing more of VeChain or updates, make sure to drop a like, comment, and subscribe.